Have you ever looked at your blood pressure reading and wondered what those numbers really mean? Maybe your doctor mentioned pre-hypertension, or maybe you've seen those silent warning signs. Fatigue, dizziness, or just that vague sense that something isn't quite right. You're not alone. 1 in 2 American adults over 60 live with high blood pressure, and most don't even feel it. No pain, no signals, just pressure building beneath the surface. Until one day, it's a stroke, a heart attack, or a hospital visit you never expected. But what if you could start turning things around at your kitchen table? Not with pills, not with extreme diets, just with small intentional changes, one meal at a time. Today, we're diving into the DASH diet. You might have heard of it, dietary approaches to stop hypertension. But this isn't just another eat more vegetables talk. We're going deeper. You'll discover how a science-backed, heart-friendly eating plan, originally developed by the NIH, can lower your blood pressure in just 2 weeks. No gimmicks, no fads, just food your heart will thank you for. And I'll show you 5 simple habits that can fit right into your everyday life. No calorie counting, no expensive supplements. Just smarter choices, rooted in real research, real food, and routines you can actually stick to. Because the goal isn't just living longer. It's living better, with strength, clarity, and purpose. And it starts with your next bite. So stay with me. This could be the most important video you'll watch this week. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You can feel perfectly fine until you're not. No pain, no symptoms, just a quiet, steady strain on your heart, your brain, and your kidneys. And most people don't even know it's happening. By the time symptoms appear, blurred vision, chest pain, confusion, it's often too late. But here's the truth. That damage is happening long before you feel anything. Arteries don't harden overnight. Plaque doesn't build up in a single week. And strokes don't just happen. They're the result of small things. Years of salty meals, skipping fruits and vegetables, choosing processed foods over real ones. It's a pattern, not a one-time mistake. And unfortunately, in America, that pattern is everywhere. Did you know over 70% of sodium in our diets comes not from the salt shaker, but from packaged foods, frozen meals, even bread? We don't even taste it, but our hearts feel it. That's why the DASH diet matters. Not because it's trendy, but because it gently rewires your eating habits away from the invisible risks, toward healing foods. This isn't about giving things up. It's about taking back control, about protecting your future, one decision at a time. Your plate isn't just a meal. It's medicine. Or it's pressure. What you choose today could shape how you live 10 years from now. Still walking, still cooking, still remembering, or not. And you don't have to wait until something breaks to begin healing. You can start now. Let me tell you about Walter. He's 68, retired, lives alone in the suburbs, still drives himself to the store, still walks his dog every morning. But last year, Walter noticed something strange. He was getting tired faster. Climbing stairs made him dizzy. He even forgot his neighbor's name one afternoon, and that had never happened before. When he finally checked his blood pressure, it was 158/95. He was shocked. "I feel fine," he said. But his arteries weren't fine. His heart wasn't fine. And his brain? Already feeling the pressure. Walter didn't want to take another pill. He was already on medication for cholesterol. So he asked his doctor, "Is there anything I can do?" That's when he heard about the DASH diet. He started small, replaced his morning bacon with oatmeal and fruit, swapped his usual white bread for whole grain, and cut back on the canned soups and frozen dinners he had relied on for years. At first, it wasn't easy. Old habits pull hard. But within 2 weeks, his blood pressure started to drop. He felt clearer, lighter, more in control. And for the first time in a long time, hopeful. Walter didn't change everything overnight. He just changed what he could. And that made all the difference. Because progress isn't about being perfect. It's about doing better, bit by bit, bite by bite. So, what makes the DASH diet so effective? Let's talk science for a moment. Back in the 1990s, the National Institutes of Health in the U.S. funded a groundbreaking clinical trial. The goal? To test whether specific eating patterns could lower blood pressure without medication. The result was the DASH diet. Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. In the study, over 450 adults were divided into groups. One group followed the typical American diet, high in saturated fats, low in fiber. The second added more fruits and vegetables. But the third, what we now call the DASH group, made a few key changes. More fruits and vegetables, more low-fat dairy, less red meat, less added sugar and processed food, more whole grains, nuts, and lean protein. And what happened? Within just 2 weeks, participants on the DASH diet saw their blood pressure drop, on average by 5.5 systolic and 3.0 diastolic. That's comparable to what one medication might do, without the side effects. And the benefits didn't stop there. In women, 10% lower risk of heart disease. In Black adults, 14% lower risk. For everyone, improved cholesterol, less arterial stiffness, better kidney markers. Even better? The improvements were consistent across age, gender, and ethnicity. That means it works. For you, your neighbor, your daughter, your best friend. This isn't a fad. It's one of the most recommended diets by cardiologists, nutritionists, and public health experts worldwide. And it's not about perfection. It's about pattern. What you eat. Most of the time, not just once in a while. Your blood vessels don't care if your dinner looked pretty. They care whether it helps them relax, heal, and carry oxygen where it's needed most. And with Dash, that's exactly what you're giving them. Now let's bring Dash into your daily life. Without overwhelm, without perfection. Here are 5 small but powerful routines you can start today. 1. One Dash meal a day. You don't need to change your entire diet overnight. Just pick one meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and make it Dash friendly. Oatmeal with fruit, a quinoa bowl, grilled salmon with greens. One Dash meal a day makes a real difference over time. 2. Start reading labels, potassium versus sodium. Forget the calories for a moment. Look at sodium and potassium. Try this. Only buy items where potassium is higher than sodium. It's a small shift, but a smart one, especially for your heart. 3. Follow the half your plate is plants rule. At each meal, mentally divide your plate. Half should be fruits or vegetables, fresh, frozen, or lightly cooked. This one change supports your blood pressure, digestion, and energy. 4. Twice a week, swap meat for beans or fish. Love steak? That's okay. But choose lentils or chickpeas instead of beef, just 2 times a week. Try grilled mackerel or salmon instead of processed meats. It's not about cutting everything. It's about choosing differently sometimes. 5. Cut the white foods. White bread, white rice, sugary snacks. Try replacing one of these with a whole grain or natural option. Whole wheat toast, brown rice, a handful of almonds. This single switch reduces blood sugar spikes and supports long-term heart health. And to help you get started, I've created a simple checklist called 7 Dash Habits You Can Start Today. It includes the 5 daily routines we just discussed, plus 2 bonus tips to make shopping and meal prep easier. You can download it for free. Just check the link in the description below. Print it, stick it on your fridge, and check off one box at a time. You know what's funny? Most people think heart disease is about numbers. Systolic, diastolic, LDL, HDL. But here's what I've learned from years in the clinic. The heart responds to how we live, not just what we measure. When you choose a bean salad over bacon, when you read a label instead of grabbing what's on sale, when you say, "Just for today, I'll try something different," your heart listens, quietly but deeply. And for many of us, this isn't just about blood pressure. It's about staying independent. It's about walking without pain. It's about remembering the names of the people we love. So if you're watching this and thinking, "It's too late for me," or "I've failed too many times," let me be clear. You haven't. Your body still heals. Your arteries still respond. Your heart still wants to work for you. You just need to give it better fuel. The Dash diet isn't a punishment. It's a second chance, served one plate at a time. Maybe this all feels like a lot. A new way of eating, a new routine. But remember, the Dash diet wasn't designed for perfect people. It was designed for real people. People who forget. People who snack at night. people who try again. This journey is not about guilt. It's about healing. And healing doesn't begin when everything is perfect. It begins when you say, I'm ready to try. So here's your invitation. Try one thing today. Maybe it's reading one label. Maybe it's adding one vegetable. And if you're not sure where to begin, I've created a simple checklist. 7 habits you can start today. It's free. No sign-up needed. Just click the link in the description below. Print it, stick it on your fridge, and check off one box at a time. And if this video helped you, even just a little, leave a comment below. Tell me which habit you're starting with, because someone else might read your comment and feel less alone. This is how we heal. Together. One plate. One choice. One day at a time.